if I was wearing expensive shoes around in Dudley, I would either get the piss taken out of me or I'll just get robbed.
Yeah.
So it's like one extreme to the other. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I stood out, let's put it that way. But thankfully, you know, I knew a lot of the people. I played football and, you know, and all that kind of stuff, a lot of the guys. So thankfully, I wasn't picked on as a result. But it was, you know, I was always making sure I was kind of wearing the latest stuff. And actually what worked out quite well for me, I had two older brothers who were reasonably similar at the point. Kind of worked in my favour.
I heavily relied on my older brother when I was younger as well. So, and I took most of his Avisu jeans as well. I actually did so. But bro, like, what is your collection saying now then? Because I did read, and I really want to know the reason why. Yeah. It's 301. Yeah. Why is it 301?
It's 300 pairs. And every time it hits 301, I need to put another pair on sale. Because otherwise, I just get out of control.
So is that currently how many shoes you have?
I basically always sit at that 300. But again, it's a lot of them will be like the grails. Like you'll have, or shall I say, you'll have a lot of grails in there. But then, you know, you'll have stuff like this, which you'll just kind of throw on, probably wear for a period, and then grab another pair, whatever it might be. But I'm quite good at reselling my product on.
What, do you just whack them up on Edit, or
put it on Edit, or even eBay? You know,
yeah.
That's
mad. That is crazy.
I've always been like that. Like, you know, because obviously trends go in and out. But that's kind of one of my things, that you'll use that money. I always think of it a little bit like putting money into a bank account. Yeah. So if you can at least get a portion of that money back, then you can re-spend that on, you know, a new T-shirt.
I'm so happy you said that, because I just feel like I've used that as an excuse to just buy more clothes instead. Right. And I'm reinvesting it, man. No worries. I'll put it on Depop Vinted. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use that money, that 80 quid, and I'm gonna put it on a nice T-shirt or something like that. But I'm thinking I might just be addicted to buying clothes. but yeah, like, do you know, in all of your collection, what is, may I ask, your most expensive shoe that you own? Just from the top of your head, like, I'm curious, man.
It's not too crazy, but I've got the Jordan 1 Chicago off-white.
Which
again, depending on when you got them, they probably value of about 6,000 to 8,000 depending on size.
The Chicago ones.
Yeah. So it's not too outrageous, right?
I mean, it is still a damn good shoe, bro.
It's a damn good shoe.
It's a damn good shoe. Do you wear it at all?
Yeah. But I only pull them out. I reckon I'd probably wear them 5 or 6 times a year.
A man counts how many times, you know. That's
they're
crazy.
They're in the rotation.
Yeah, no, I hear it. Have you ever got your hands on a pair of mags before?
Yeah.
And own them?
Not for myself. No,
okay. Through Edit, or was it something
we had a pair on display, and we would get really cool pairs that obviously just kind of come through the office. For authentication, or people just want to bring them in for consignment or whatever. And honestly, it blows your mind, but it's the beauty of it being in this market is kind of like a kid in the candy shop type of thing. Right?
I'm thinking, I can't imagine myself walking into the office and just seeing, pair of Air Mags. Like, bro, do you not ever think like, yo, guys, that one's mine? Yeah. Do you ever do that at all?
I did. I always used to do it whenever we used to, we would buy stock, particularly with Travis and stuff like that. They already straight away they knew what size. Just put that on the side for Moses, and he's going to buy it when he walks in.
Bro, your job is so cool.
It's literally like
it's so cool,
but it was perfect. You'd have the pair ready to go on drop day.
It's like, yo guys, that ain't going out. That's mine.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so circling back around to Edit London. Yeah. So recently, an acquisition happened. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. So we got acquired by the Brand Alley Group. So they're kind of more.
Congratulations, by the way.
No,
that is it, mum.
It was a challenge. It was a challenge to get done, but we got it done. And I guess they're now also about kind of bringing in lots of systems and lots of technology and processes. You know, they're a large organisation. Hopefully now gives us a bit of bandwidth to start working with brands directly. So,
crazy.
As part of our strategy, resale will remain, of course. But also a great opportunity to work with independent brands.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. Without saying too much.
Yeah.
we met a few times before. Oh, shout out to Zoe, by the way. Otherwise, I wouldn't have met Moses. So Zoe, if you're watching this, thank you. But that's interesting. So in terms of that, what is your role now? Because, by the way, growing a platform for 4 years and then having an acquisition like that's crazy. The growth is phenomenal. So where do you sit now in terms of?
I think what's interesting, you have growth like that, and sometimes it can be quite hard to hold on actually. So and I think what's really important is that you've got experienced people around you to support the next phase.
Yes.
So what we brought in a new CEO who's kind of looking at everything is internally focused, and I focus on let's call it growth and creative direction. So it's about how we elevate the brand. It's about our recent collaboration with Def Jam Records. You might see
insane
off at the moment. I think you're going to come to the Fashion Week party.
I am because I'm so excited. I'm so excited as well. It's gonna be. I need to get a tea actually. I'm gonna get a tea because the teas look fire, bro.
I'll give you a tea.
No, you don't need to. No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you.
So and just looking at new opportunities for the brand in terms of like how we elevate. What's the strategy around how we, again, partner with independent brands and kind of come up with a new iteration of what the Edit London is.
Yeah.
It's and that's both on UK and international. Then we're looking at distribution network around our global partners. Mm-hmm. So we kind of sell product into various territories from US to UAE to Saudi and so forth.
Yeah, because I've realised, bro, last week you were in Dubai, or then you was in Greece. Bro, you travel so much, which is sick, by the way, but you travel a lot for business, isn't it?
Yeah. So, and you kind of, I'm off to Dubai on Friday, and it kind of gives you
of course.
Gives you an idea of that. But it's, it's fun, but, a lot of people say, international travel is the dream. I've got to say, sometimes I'm a man of routine, so I like to just get up in the morning,
which makes
hit
sense.
the gym and, do all that kind of stuff. So
makes sense.
Eat my chicken and my hummus.
Yeah.
Good.
Of course. That is interesting. And you, as well as Def Jam, you recently did it was another collab as well. There was another collaboration. I can't remember. Oh, how did the Chicago Bulls collaboration come about?
That was, that, to be honest, was one of the biggest. I had probably one of the most amazing moments of my life when we were going through that.
I love hearing stuff like this.
Yeah, it was. So we kind of used to do these inspiration sessions in our office. Mm-hmm. And the guys kind of said to me, of all the brands you could see the Edit London next to, what would it be? And for me, it was the Chicago Bulls. And, people ask why it was, when you think of Jordans, sneakers, you think of, Michael Jordan. Of course, when you think of Michael Jordan, you think of the Chicago Bulls. So
easily,
straight away, there was this alignment. So we kind of went about, I kind of set this thing in motion. And now on the inside of my arm, see here, I've got tattoos.
Yeah.
I've got significant dates, and it was
that is sick.
In the middle of 2022, I put 2023, and the guys were like, "Why is that?" I said, "Well, that's the year that we break America," and of course, this was, part of this whole thing.
Speaking it into existence, so to speak.
Right, this kind of manifestation and all this kind of stuff. So we put this big mural of Michael Jordan slam dunking in this basketball hoop with the Edit London on the stanchion at the back. So if anybody ever came to our office, it was the first thing that they would see.
Yeah.
And I kind of did it. It was almost what I call the American Roadshow. So I went from, approaching the New York Giants, the Miami Dolphins, the LA Rams, through to the 76ers.
So you were in America doing all of this, traveling from state to state?
Yeah. Well, I was opening up the conversations from here in the UK.
Yeah.
And then I would go to, a region and then just, meet who I needed to meet. So, and it kind of set about this, this whole thing of working my way around, and building up this really great, black book of contacts.
Crazy.
From meeting players to, whatever it might be, and coaching staff and, the corporate teams and going to see the game, or, one day you're in the New York Knicks and next day you get to see the Giants and, all this kind of stuff. So it was sick.
Yeah.
And thankfully, as we got to the end of the process, Chicago Bulls, it was actually down to the Chicago Bulls or the LA Rams. Which one were we going to go, NFL or NBA? And so then we chose, of course, we did the deal with the Bulls.
Oh, bro, it makes so much. There's so much respect when it comes to Chicago Bulls. So much so.
It was amazing. And we announced it Paris Fashion Week when the Bulls were playing Detroit Pistons. And so we announced it in Esquire, which was amazing. And I think, you know, probably the coolest moment came 3 months. Was it 3 months? Maybe 3 months after that, or maybe 6 months after that. Yeah. But I was in Chicago. We were watching one of the games. Up goes the Edit London in lights. Standing next to me is none other than Don C. Obviously,
Mad.
You know, fashion, you know, Don C.
Of course.
And he was just like, you know, take it in, bro.